All right, wow, sport, Bronco Sport, and we are in a Everest Sport. Wow, it looks a lot smaller than the one I saw before. Finally, I get to drive the Everest Sport. The last time I saw this was like 2 months ago, I think, but I remember saying that the exterior looks really clean. And because all the emblems are in black, it just makes this car stand out, and it just makes it look more macho and tough and strong and more powerful. I remember the price of this is 2,089,000 pesos. If you are in the market for this kind of 7-seater mid-size SUV, this is a PPV, you might seriously want to consider this one because, number one, it's been a long time since we got an update, like all new update on the Everest. When you just come here, like in BGC, you can see plenty of Everests. Although people complain about like overheating issue of the transmission, my brother here, he worked in Ford for almost 23 years. He didn't have any complaint on that or whatsoever. So I guess if that's the case, yes, you might call him lucky, but it might not happen to all of you. It really depends on the person, how that person uses the car. So you don't have to be alarmed. As long as you do right maintenance, you'll be safe out there. And if you don't bring it off-roading, then you'll be safer. Because in off-roading, you do have more stress on the powertrain itself. But this one right now, we're driving the 4x2 version, the sport variant. And this one obviously has a single turbo, and I have driven the bi-turbo and the single turbo. They both did well. What I said in the previous video was the bi-turbo is good because it can carry the weight of the 4x4 system. And the single turbo doesn't have a 4x4, so I think they're almost similar. I don't see huge difference in the single turbo and the bi-turbo because at the end of the day, having more speed, having more power has a lot to do with the car's weight. Even this one doesn't have the 4x4 mechanical stuff, so definitely this one is lighter than the 4x4. So if you're in the market for a 7-seater that looks macho, especially this one with this black accents, and also if you don't need a 4x4 and your budget is around 2 million, a bit more, then definitely this should be in your short list. The seat is very comfortable. I'm wearing a maong pants today, and I'm 5'10" pala. When we base it from the previous Everest Sport, the difference is about 100,000. So additional 100,000 now, is it worth your money? I think it is worth your money. Number one, this sun visor that extends, that's usually found in expensive cars. And we do have power seats here for both sides, and both of them have lumbar support. Not manual, but powered. And many of you might be curious, like, how is it different from driving a Fortuner, let's say? Fortuner feels more analog, especially the steering wheel. You will feel more of the weight of the car. So meaning to say, the steering system of the Everest is a lot softer, but then it doesn't just stay soft. It does get harder when you go faster. It just makes it easier for both men and women drive it easily in the city, especially. then having brake hold, right? So we're still discussing like if your 100,000 additional is worth the money. It was the sun visor, the brake hold, the drive modes, the power seats with lumbar support, and this cup holders, they just kill me, you know. I just love this key holder and so many compartments everywhere. And then the suspension. Oh, and then the suspension. Oh. And then like when the turbo kicks in, it doesn't make loud unbearable noise. It just makes like a very linear noise. So okay, going over the humps, very well insulated. And just like in other 7-seater PPV, it is not going to give you a sedan like or an air suspension feel. You just have to be used to it. But this one definitely has a good thick tire, and it does have very quiet cabin that you will not be ashamed to show your friends or pick up your girlfriend or your boyfriend. Okay, so the humps. So you feel more of the drop in the rear wheels. So my suggestion is you go extra slow when the rear wheels are about to pass. Okay. And that is also going to make your suspension last longer. So for the suspension, double wishbone in front and Watts link for the rear has been tested, and it's still very usable. Now some of you will take the Everest to the off-road, but this 4x2 version, it's more for the city. But still, you can handle light trails, I guess, like in Tanay. Or air condition extra cold, especially if the weather's this cold. And the materials in the cabin, oh, I like here, it's really soft. But the steering wheel was even softer before. I like that more before. Okay, okay, now here are the things I like about this new generation Ford Everest. Besides the fact that there are more power options, there's a iPad-like head unit, there's a digital instrument cluster, e-brake that comes with auto brake hold, lots of compartment here and there, everywhere, even the cup holders, they look nice. The design, it looks like an elephant with these ears here. Wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, wireless fast charging for the pad. Of course, the C-clamp design outside. It has tow hooks, 2 of them in front. Unlike in Ranger, it doesn't have to be the top spec to have that. And the PMS and warranty, very long, so that you'll have more confidence in buying these cars. And if you are not satisfied with this, you can also go for the titanium, which is 90,000 pesos more expensive than this. So for the first time, for this offering, instead of 3 years or 100,000 kilometers, whichever comes first, they have extended it to 150,000 kilometers or 5 years, whichever comes first. So that's another first. That's really a good news for many of you who already bought and didn't know yet, or who are about to buy and now you know. If you want to purchase your Ford vehicles, please do contact Mr. Jericho here in Ford Global City. He has more than 22 years of Ford experience, and you will love the extra freebies. Especially when you buy it from him, you can get the V-Cool tint. Oh, V-Cool, not just an ordinary tint. And you might even get a diamond bright coating for your exterior paint protection. Just try to talk to him, ask him for more freebies if you can. Just mention Soju Cars. Okay, we're gonna go to Starbucks drive-through and see, because this is not a short vehicle. We want to see if this one will fit. If you don't remember, the F-150 was able to fit, so of course this is gonna fit. We just want to have Starbucks. This is a sound test. Wow. The sound is so thick, the bass is so thick, and it feels so solid. It's like the treble, the vibration is just happening in one piece. Okay, not just here, not just there. Wow, I didn't even go max. Wow, this is better than some of the branded ones out there, honestly. Oh, because I like bass. There's no distortion, everybody. Wanna hear again? Ay, wala na. Ito na. That's max. No distortion. This is wireless. Oh, amazing. Okay, going through the drive-thru is no problem. It's so obvious because the Explorer is also able to go. We passed the Starbucks test, and soon we will pass by McDo, so we can do the gravy test, and we'll pass by which fries is nice, Jollibee, and then we'll do the French fries test. So I'm not kidding, having this cup holder here on the side, it just makes a ton of difference. This one is like heaven and earth, and we are experiencing heaven in this Everest. Then, by the way, this is the key fob. Okay, key fob has 3 buttons: the unlock, the lock, and for the power liftgate system. But if you use this remote, you can even open the entire windows remotely, even closing it. So airbags are everywhere. This area, like if I bump here like that, it's not gonna hurt my head that much because it's really soft. But this area here, don't drop your coins because you can never find it again unless you do the backlash type of air condition cleaning. All electronic, automatic. It's been like that also. The thing I don't like is it just goes back to auto every time you turn on and off the engine. Practical car. The physical buttons that we need are mostly here, except of course the brake hold button. You have to dig in here, but it's not so far. Just one press, it will show up there. Now if you are impatient like me, like you cannot wait for the system to turn on and everything, like you want to turn on the aircon but it doesn't want to turn on because it's loading the screen, but it's not that bad. Just do one Hail Mary.
Just one?
Yeah, just one, and then it will load. And this 10-inch, like if you go for the titanium, it will become 12-inch. So the bigger the better. But you don't really notice it that much. Like me, I thought this was already 12, but this is 10. So 10 is actually enough for your infotainment. Even the reverse screen right here. Because even though you go for the 4x2 titanium, it will not have a 360 camera. Alright. So how does it feel to be driven in the Everest? Oh, number one, it's heaven. Really, if I had a driver and had a car like this and go to do my business stuff, oh, I'll be so happy and comfortable. I will really love to have that kind of experience. But until that time, we will still ipon, okay? So, oh, the space, I'm 5'10", and oh wow, it's so spacious. Here it's really spacious. The nice thing, the beauty about this car is that the seat configuration, you can do it however you want. Like if you want the third row people to be comfortable, then you can just move your seat like this forward using this manual lever right here. And as you can see here, this is the maximum recline, and the reclining is very comfortable. It's not just bit-in, it's not just too short, it is enough. It's really nice. And the seat material, wow, these perforated seats here, they are really comfortable. And this headrest is also wide, and it also makes me feel good. The grab handles here, perfect for your parents or your lolo and lola. It's that good. And this material here is, wow, it's like I don't need a pillow because this is already a pillow. And amenities you can find here, this armrest that has cup holders like this. Whoa. And this one is also very soft, so you can sleep like this, and It's like perfect height for me. I love this. And let me also show you individual reading lights. The air vents are perfect. You do have a blower control here. Oh, look at that. Ooh, look how fast that is. No, that's so cool. Because in front, everything is digital. But when you come here at the back, you see at this one, it shows how humane this Everest could be. It's not just the mechanical, it's not just the full update digital that sometimes you want to run away from. 2 charge ports here. I just wish it had the wall charger here. But then, wow, it's a really wide vehicle. As of now, I have folded the 3rd row. And if this one, okay, there, I can put it up. I can put it up like this. And then there's a 12 volt here at the back. Cup holder here, huge window, speaker. I hope there's laman inside. And the seat material is also nice. It's soft and cushiony. It's not like that the 3rd row should be uncomfortable. You can be comfortable even in this Everest, because the seat material, I'm telling you guys, you have to experience it for yourselves. It's really, really comfortable. I cannot wait for me to have a long-term land out of this one, because it is just gonna be so nice. But I wish it came with the driver, because that makes a ton of difference. So wow, and look at this. The headliner is not just flat, it is angled here, so you can have more head space if you're taller than me. You will definitely enjoy this car. So please do contact Mr. Jericho here in Fort Global City. And there's also this lever right here, so you don't have to rely on this one right here. You can just pull this and then it will fold a bit, and then it will slide forward also, so it's easier for people to enter the 3rd row. Hi, this is a really, really nice car. So please do look for Jericho, Kuya Jericho.
The bill is 500 for the service.
Walang tawad. So I'll see you in the next video, guys. May your dreams come true. Keep dreaming. Bye.